Tonight, the Q boards have been hacked as the world's largest tech companies come under fire. Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome to Just Informed Talk. For those of you who don't know, I always start off by thanking each and every one of my subscribers. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible. I thank you so much for what you do and all your comments and all your insights. If you haven't yet, come here to this landing page, click the big red subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. That way, as soon as this information becomes available, you will be notified. And also, thank you to each and every one of you who are here with me right now. Just a little update before we get going. Ever since, a lot of stuff's been going on, and we have a lot to cover in the Q posts here, but let me tell you something. A side note, I apologize for the delay in the video, but one of my systems has been hacked and compromised. But that's okay because they can't shut me down no matter how hard they try. I just jump onto another one, and that's as easy as it is. I'm fixing the other one as we speak, and it's all going to work itself out. So they can't silence the message for anyone, but I'll give a word of advice to anybody who's out here looking at this information. Just be prepared. There is a lot more going on behind the scenes that is just incredible. And we're talking about AIM, American Intelligence Media, who, guess what? I made a video about debunking their video, and Q agrees. So we're going to get into that a little bit. But here, let's start here. It gives a link to this Fox article, and it's the Department of Justice Inspector General reviews alleged FISA abuses by DOJ and FBI. So, for everybody who's been talking about how the Department of Justice isn't getting anything done, I think they're really trying to get their ducks in a row. They're trying to make ironclad cases against these evil people who are inside, have infiltrated our government, who are acting illegally. So, I mean, if you think about it, that's really what we need to look at and focus on giving them the benefit of the doubt for now and trust that there is a lot going on. And let me tell you, there is open cyber warfare going on as we speak against the Q boards. Okay? I'm not exaggerating. And it's against everybody who's associated with them. It's a blanket bombing, metaphysical bombing, if you will. They're bombarding us with hack attacks, and they're trying to shut us down, but they will not succeed. Now, this goes on to say Michael Horowitz announced that he's going to review potential foreign intelligence surveillance court abuses by both Justice Department and the FBI finally following the request from Congress and Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Now, people that are going to be investigated, well, it's going to be pretty broad. And those who have been involved with faking dossiers and giving them to FISA court judges, and FISA court judges who are having meetings at cocktail parties, and the corruption inside of that court and how it's been perverted to be used against the American people is being exposed right here, right now, in real time. So you guys can keep that in your mind when you read the rest of this. Now, it says, think outside the box, timing of release, post-Facebook news, Facebook worldwide, Google worldwide, Amazon worldwide, Twitter worldwide, tracking active, listening active, data shared, data used. Used for what? Kickbacks big time, private public, bypass regulation laws, intelligence agencies across the globe in partnership to spy on citizens, constitutional crisis, magnitude, who can you trust? Who organized? How do social media search engine platforms weight elections? Regulation or kill stop? Peace through strength? At Snowden, shine the light bright. I think DOA is either dead on arrival, dead or alive, or the Department of Army. Those are the three I think it's possible. Most likely dead on arrival. Like as in when we deliver the news, they will be dead on arrival. All these people who are inside of this incredible conspiracy. Now it says, why is Hussein traveling the world conducting high-level meetings? Use logic. Now it points to this. NXIVM cult leader coerced women into sex, branded his initials on his slaves, authorities say. Now this guy is a real sicko, allegedly. He actually was the one, this came out a while ago. I remember seeing this in the news where there was a New York cult. It's kind of labels itself as a multi-level marketing organization for personal and professional development seminars, but What it really is a cult, and this guy has been he's on sex trafficking charges. He brands women. He's been accused of threatening women. I mean, of course, these are all accusations. He needs to go to court and be tried for it all. But there have been criminal complaints filed against them. And Q's going to reference this coming up here really quickly. And then it says, Nancy Salzman, historical timeline. MSM will not highlight bottom to top unravel. Q. So, okay, this is the important thing. But we're going to go back up here and start with the beginning of this post. So first he gives this article talking about Attorney General, the Inspector General, who's going to be filing these charges or starting this investigation. And he's telling us to think outside the box and think about the timing of this release after the Cambridge Analytica scandal, after it came out that Zuckerberg and all those other weirdos in Silicon Valley are basically just big data mining operations that sell your data to the largest bidder ad nauseum from here to eternity, and completely unregulated. And they've been skirting it. Facebook, Google, Amazon, Twitter, they've all been skirting it. And I think that we are tracking them, and we are listening, or they are listening to us, and they are tracking us, and they're taking that data and they're sharing it, and then they're using it to get kickbacks to themselves. And they're trying to bypass regulations and laws by using that intel. The intelligence agencies across the globe. So it's not just America. It's Britain, the GCHQ, the AD, the Australian Defence Agency. I can't remember the name of it. I might have got that right. But what he's pointing out is that they're all complicit. They all got together and said, all right, well, we'll leave Google and let it be the biggest thing as long as we can all spy with it. Okay, and that's what the constitutional crisis is that we're talking about here, because it completely violates our Constitution. So if you take that into account, it has to be considered that no matter who you are or how you believe this is going on, you have to understand the power of these companies at large. Now, the magnitude, it's global. It's everything that encompasses what the internet is, basically, in the free world. And that's incredible. So who can you trust and who organized? Well, there's people that we can trust, people that we can't trust. We're not sure yet, but we certainly know who organized this, and it was people like the Zuckerbergs and Bezoses and Gateses and all these people. I'm going to actually pull up a picture that kind of lays it out, and I think this picture refers to the 12 people. So here's the picture I'm referring to. It's got all these tech giants in it. Here's Obama. There you can see Mark Zuckerberg. Here's Steve Jobs. Eric Schmidt is sitting right over here. And here's a person put together this list here that's actually pretty helpful. We can kind of zoom in on it. And it says here, you have Obama here, you have Zuckerberg, then you have Jarrett from AID, you have Costello from Twitter, Bartz from Yahoo, Hennessy from Stanford, Hastings from Netflix, Ellison from Oracle, Doer Kleiner Perkins, Chambers from Cisco, Levinson from Genentech, Schmidt from Google, Doer from Host, and Wesley from Wesley Group, and Jobs from Apple. Now, this is from 2011. This is all of them sitting together, and it should be noted that they are the ones who would be involved in this all together, looking at it, and they're the ones who've organized this. It was him and them, and they all got together and said, well, why don't we just give every agency spying capabilities and completely violate not just our own constitution, but help them violate their constitutions? Now it says, how do social media research engine platforms weight elections? Well, I mean, if you look at the last one, it was incredible. I think 90% or 70 or 80% of every article you'd read would be favorable if you Googled Hillary, or if you looked up anything to do with any of her crimes, it would be fluff pieces or debunking the allegations that have been made. So we know how it was weighted. It's weighted toward the globalist liberal agenda. Now it says regulation or kill stop. Well, you know, I don't know. I think they're asking, or should we regulate it, or should we just destroy the monopolies? And that's a tough one. I'm going to leave that for you in the comments. Let me know what you think. Peace through strength. At Snowden. Shine the light bright. Dead on arrival. So I think if Snowden releases the stuff that he's been involved with, I think I'm starting to think of him as more of a gray hat, but more toward the white hat side, because if you think about all the stuff that he's involved in, he's merely a pawn. He's just a very good programmer. He doesn't play a huge role. The role for him is to shine a light with the information that he has, but also to let people know the insider baseball that's going on behind the scenes, because obviously he was a part of that in some form or fashion. So going forward, do we want peace through strength? I mean, that's the real question. Now, why is Hussein traveling the world conducting high-level meetings? Use logic. And then it points to this article here, the cult. Okay? Now, this is very interesting because what I'm gathering from this, Nancy Salzman is the person whose house was raided, according to, I think this article I was looking at here. Yeah, you can see it's the special agents of the FBI raided the home of AN0N co-founder Nancy Salzman on Tuesday, March 27th, just outside of Albany, New York. Now, she's the co-founder and president of this AN0N, and what I think that they do is sex trafficking, obviously, but how does it relate? I think these are the people who have the dirt. Okay, these are some of the power players that I think HRC goes to when she needs dirt. I think they use these sex operatives and sex slaves to go out and actually get dirt on people, get blackmailing stuff on people, and by doing that, they're able to exude a huge amount of power. And that's just one theory, but I want to hear what you guys have to say too in the comments. It goes on to say, the mainstream media will not highlight bottom to top unravel Q. Well, obviously, they're not going to show us that this cult is involved with some of the biggest power players in the country, specifically persons like HRC and others, and Hussein, who are involved in exuding this huge amount of power through these cult-like organizations that have brainwashed people into becoming sex operatives and becoming blackmail artists, if you will. And that's where their power stems from. That's why it's so hard to get things done in Washington. Okay, it's just a matter of fact that these people, there's a small minority in there who have probably a huge majority of the power, who are actually the ones who are being targeted for this blackmail, involved in sex with others. I'm not going to say, who knows what it is, pedophilia, Luciferianism. They worship Satan. I mean, I'm not making this insinuation about anyone in particular, but does it occur to some people that there's documented evidence of like Chelsea Clinton tweeting Happy New Year to the Church of Satan, or wearing upside down crosses? These people are sick and they worship evil. Okay, so let's just get that out in the clear. Now, next post. Code Monkey locked out of Great Awakening. Sniffer detects traces of bypass override. Layers upon layers. New approach to silence. New board will be created. Team to secure. Time to complete 1 to 2, I think, days. Q. All right? This is huge news. So Code Monkey got locked out of the Great Awakening. He's one of the best guys we got. He's been doing a great job at keeping everything going here so far, and we have just an incredible update here that the Great Awakening board has been compromised, and this is their new tactic, because they realize that they can't put a lid on the information that's being put out, so they have to try to destroy all of the means by which we put this information out. I'm sitting here, like I said at the beginning of the video, I've had difficulties with the operating systems, but that's completely neither here nor there. I've already fixed the problem, and obviously I'm back here online, and it took me not long, maybe like an hour or two. So these people think they're doing something that's like really clever, and that's gonna we'll launch a huge cyber attack against Q and anyone associated with it. Well, you failed again. Okay, how's that feel? How does failure feel? I want to know what these people think. And not you guys, not my audience, but the globalists, the Luciferians, the pedophiles, because they must feel it on a daily basis. And that feels good to know. Now, moving forward, Q responds to his own post here. He says, we are being attacked on all devices used to talk. Great Awakening is terminated, locked, and no further posts on Great Awakening. Kill. Sources abroad, not domestic. Q. So, an outside actor, foreign actor, came in and compromised the Great Awakening board. So it's no more. We're not going to see any more posts there. It's locked, and we've killed it. That means we're moving to a new board. The board I've seen them posting on at AN0N was the Sudo board now, SUDO. But that's what I noticed. And obviously, you guys can see for yourself here, the attack is on full blast right now. So everybody get prepared, because this is going to be an interesting time we're going into. Now, here's an AN0N posting. And he says, Jeff Sessions, exposed. Q agent of the clowns in action. Jeff Sessions, agent of the clowns in America. Hillary Clinton. 8chan and Q have been compromised, basically, big time. These posts tell it all, right? And it shows these Q posts or whatever. And it's the fake ones, I believe. It says 8chan and Q have been comped. Do not trust anything Q says. He is a clown agent of the Kabbalah. 8chan has been comped by clowns in America. Jeff Sessions, Mueller, Comey, Ray, Trey Gowdy, Obama, Hillary, Rosenstein, D.W. Schultz, Awan Brother criminals, John McCain, Lindsey Graham, Harry Reid, and more, all clowns in America, agents of the banking cartel trying to take down America. Take America down. Scumbag Sessions and fake Q were just exposed the other day by American intelligence media. And again, check out the video, okay? You guys can watch my video right here. They call Q a psyop, and they're just this little chatty couple who just want to act like they're this mom and pop former NSA people who just have all the power in the world, but don't want to share any of the information. They want to tell us what's real and what's not. No, thank you. Please watch this video. You guys will learn more about that in here. I actually called them out a couple days ago, and obviously I've been having problems since with people or things not working as they should, but that's fine, because they can silence one person, but they can't silence the idea that we're here. And Q responds, "You failed, Q." Yeah, this person failed. It was a deep state play. These people are deep state actors. Trust me on it, or don't trust me. I don't care, because it's just my opinion. But yeah, that's what I believe. And you guys are free to believe whatever you'd like, but I'd really like to hear what you know in the comments. And please go back and watch this video and tell me what you think of it, because I expose everything Q's talking about right here when he actually points directly to the American intelligence media channel, the disinformation channel that I believe it to be. Now, they failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail, because that's what people who work on the side of evil do. They fail, and they don't ever succeed. Now, there's an emergency broadcast being put up here by Alex Jones, courtesy of Jerome Corsi here. Apparently, Ted Malloch, he's a contributor to InfoWars, former globalist who seems to have turned to the bright side and has been exposing them for a little while now. He was flying from London into the United States, and he was detained by the FBI for questioning regarding Julian Assange, and it's just incredible. They're trying to link him to Russia and Trump, and there's just an incredible thing going on here. I think the emergency broadcast is priority over by now, but that's not the point. The point is that this is in full gear. This battle that we are in right now is in full gear for the Republic, for what's good, for God, and most importantly for God. I mean, we have to fight for him every single day. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up here for this episode of Just Informed Talk. I want to thank you all for joining me here. It might be another day or two before we get a new Q post. Maybe not. We may have them tomorrow. We may have more tonight. Just you can never tell. But they're working hard behind the scenes. You got Code Monkey working hard with Q and the QAnon Collective, and they will get back up. And for all those doubters out there, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I have to say. So again, thank you all for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. If you haven't yet, make sure you come here. The easiest way to support this channel is to come here to this landing page and click the big red subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. That way, as soon as these videos get posted, you'll be informed. Now, the second best way you can contribute is to go down in the bottom of these videos and comment. I really look forward to reading through the comments on this video in particular. having gone through what I've been going through with my systems, and now knowing that it's not just me who has been basically hindered slightly, and whoever tried to do it, they can't win, because it doesn't matter. You can shut down this or you can shut down that, but we will always persevere and prevail because we have God on our side, and that's who we look to for strength, guidance, and wisdom. And praying to the Lord is the most important thing we can do. So I want to hear your comments, though, to get back and get a little tangent there. I'm sorry. But I want to hear your comments, though. Please let me know what you think about everything that we covered here. What do you think about the Great Awakening being terminated? Do you have any insights? What do you think about the fact that, I called this American intelligence media out before, and now Q is verifying it 2 days later? And I wasn't the only one. There was several others who called them out as soon as that post was put up. And let me know if you know anything about this Nancy Salzman and this cult that they're in, this NXIVM cult. I've given you my opinion on what I think it's being used for and who's involved with it. So that's certainly something I'd love to hear your insights on. And that's going to be it for that. If you're looking for another way to contribute, which I really could use the help, please come here to the patreon.com. That's patreon.com. You can search Just Informed Talk. It'll take you here to this landing page. All you have to do is click this red button to become a patron. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart who has helped out so far. You can come check out my rewards and my goal. We're almost at my goal here. And if you guys want me to be able to keep doing this, I'm going to have to be investing in new equipment. I'm going to have to get a new setup. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to be able to do this full time and bring you this information as much as I possibly can, so I can stay on top of it every single day to keep you guys informed. So if you want to come here and become a patron, it's a huge help and it's a great blessing. And I thank you all in advance for coming here. And I thank you so much, everybody who has contributed so far. You guys are what makes this channel truly possible. So thank you so much for your generous donations. And I please welcome you to come here and check it out for yourself. Now, what I'm going to talk about last here is obviously the most important thing. And it's about God's grace and our perseverance. See, because God is going to test us. And it's just a matter of life, a matter of fact in life. Whenever you have great success, you're going to have great hardship. And it comes in ebbs and flows. And sometimes you'll be blessed, and sometimes you'll feel like you're not blessed. But the perseverance is loving God and trusting that you are always blessed. And that even if you don't feel like you're blessed, it could be just a test. It could be a check of your faith. And you have to persevere. And that's when you have to be even more faithful and more strong and more steadfast in your resolve to get the job done. And the job here is to spread the word of the Lord far and wide. And I thank you all who have come here and joined me to do that. Because I think it's not just on myself, it's on each one of us to spread the word of God as far as we can, to let his light into our heart, and then let the light that he creates in us shine out for the world so we can bring more people into his grace. Because without God, none of this is possible. And I want you to remember that. And I want you to take that away from this. If you don't take anything else, understand that God's grace is greater than any hardship, than any troubles, than any setbacks, than any other human being, than anything else in the world that you can imagine. It's the ultimate fix for whatever ails you. All you have to do is say that prayer and open your heart, and he'll come in. All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. Again, if you haven't, come here, click the big red subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It's the easiest thing you can do, and it's free, and it helps me out big time. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get notified. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I really can't wait to read those. But other than that, I want to say thank you all for watching. Have a great night. I'm Craig. This is Just Informed Talk. God bless and Godspeed, Patriots.